Episode 18 underway. 18th episode of the PFE podcast, Pray For Him podcast. We're starting out with our news, like we do every day. Our news, been some news. Some unfortunate, some good. You go ahead and start.
Josh Uche has been traded to the Chiefs for a 6th-rounder. Chiefs are making moves. Remember, they did the D-Hop trade last week for a bag of Funyuns. Also, Deontay Johnson traded to the Baltimore Ravens for a 5th-round pick, and also the Ravens will be receiving a 6th-rounder along with Deontay Johnson.
Solid trades. The Ravens needed help on defense.
Yeah, Ravens defense has. I'll get to that soon too, but Ravens defense has not been up to par this season.
It doesn't hurt their offense. It'll help them for sure. But I mean, Rashad Bateman's looked fine this year. Zay Flowers has been.
It makes
fine.
the Ravens better, but like how much better?
I think Deontay and Zay are very similar receivers, so I think Deontay can win on the outside maybe more than Zay because he's a better route runner. But
Deontay Johnson didn't do much thing special in Pittsburgh.
Panthers are selling. They got him for nothing. I think Josh Uche is a big trade. I think he's good. He's a Michigan kid.
He's also really young.
He's very young.
He's gonna be free agent this year too.
I was surprised the Patriots would trade him. Like you figured they'd just bring him back. Their defense is good. He's one of the better players. I mean, you don't move assets like that. You move assets that can get you like good picks, not assets that get you mid-round picks. The odds are they don't get a mid-round pick that matches that talent. So I mean, I like it for the Chiefs. He's gonna be fine there. He'll work out. It's the Chiefs.
Spagnuolo in that defensive scheme, he can make anybody look good. Some more news is the more unfortunate news. Stephon Diggs has torn his ACL, out for the season. Screws me in one of my legs, but whatever. And Anthony Richardson has been benched
to the bench
for Joey Flacco. Old Joe Cool after his old "I'm too tired" act.
Yeah, let's talk about it now. The too tired. He taps his helmet. Coach,
I have never fucking seen that in sports.
Third and goal. Third down. It wasn't third and goal. Third and
it was third and goal, but from like the fucking 30-yard line.
It was third and goal.
And also,
what makes
it worse? They ran the next play. Like they literally did a halfback draw or some shit.
Taps his helmet, says he's tired. We thought he was injured at the time because he kind of went down weird. Just was tired. I've never seen anyone do that. I've never seen, especially quarterback. Usually a receiver, if they need to play, it's normal to sub out, rotate out with receivers. Quarterback, you've never seen Lamar do that. You can say it's because he's the runner. You've never seen Lamar do it once.
Anthony Richardson's also a runner. And the thing is, his whole thing is how he's this physical specimen. I don't know why I sound like a specimen. He's this well-conditioned athlete. And he said, well, and the thing is, in the press conference, he was laughing about it. Maybe not laughing about it, but like, he could tell he was like, oh, I was just tired, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, I was tired, coach. That's not what you do. Especially after the shit you've been pulling this season, the worst completion percentage in probably NFL history.
I genuinely think the benching is because of that.
I think it is too, and it's
like if he
very well deserved.
He's not benched. But if you go out there and you take yourself out of the game as a quarterback and you giggle about it after, you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't start it. Go play a different position.
I think Pat McAfee said it best. What kind of message does that send to the locker room?
Fair.
He's supposed to be the leader. He's a top 5 draft pick. I think he was the 4th round. I think he was the 4th pick, right?
And it wasn't even, the play before wasn't even that ridiculous.
He got a gain of 2.
He evaded a sack and got a gain of 2 and needed a break.
I guess I didn't watch the game. Apparently he ran a couple more plays for them. All I know is he was 2 for 15 in the first half passing.
He's dog ass.
That's hard to do.
He can't. I think the injury from last year definitely. He wasn't this bad last year throwing the ball. There's no way.
No.
And then maybe the injury's lingering. Plus, I've seen a lot of Colts fans mad about play calling, but they weren't bitching about play calling last year when Shane Steichen made him look decent the first couple weeks.
Gardner Minshew they were a drop away. Tyler Goodson drop away from making the playoffs instead of the Texans.
And when Joe Flacco's playing, they're winning the games. I don't think it's a play calling issue.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think it is. I think
when Joe Flacco, they put up 30 a game like it was just nothing.
Maybe you could argue the play calling for Anthony Richardson's skill set is bad, sure, because Joe Flacco is a pocket passer. Maybe.
The only play call that I will agree with Colts fans is when it was against the Steelers, and Anthony Richardson just went out of the game, and then the first play he comes back in, they did a halfback draw or a QB draw. After your quarterback's got injured, and you're just like, trying to get him injured again. That's the only play call. I don't watch Colts games, so like I don't really.
I mean, you'd expect more. I don't watch the games. I'm sure there's designed runs for him, but I feel like you'd almost expect more like Lamar kind of plays where it's deep shots, which is all he completes.
He can throw 60 yards.
There might not.
He can put that needle in a haystack from 60 yards away.
There might not be a better deep ball thrower in the league right now than Anderson. Anything else, the worst in the league.
And that Hail Mary attempt. What was that?
Yeah, he just took the sack.
You didn't even get the ball off.
It looked like Malik Willis in week 1. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I think Malik Willis has looked. They've played both about a certain amount of games. Malik Willis has looked way better than Anthony Richardson. Malik Willis is winning football games with these Packers, even when
dude, it's crazy.
The Packers are that good.
I didn't even shut my mouth about the Packers. They're winning games with Malik Willis. And not only that, when Malik Willis was starting, they were winning games like handedly.
I think we're on the same page here. They are, Ben. I mean, they are getting benched. Agree.
Which, I'm not going to say I called it because like I feel like a lot of people called it. But after watching him against the Bengals second in the preseason, he didn't look good. And still to this day, does not look good.
I don't think he'll be benched for long. I
don't see him getting benched either. It could honestly just be a weak thing.
It could be a thing because of the whole tired shit. If they go out there and fucking Joe Flacco stinks it up,
yeah,
he could be back next week.
I've also been seeing a lot of like Colts fans saying that like Shane Steichen's job is on the line with how Anthony Richardson's success goes. Like if Anthony Richardson doesn't pan out,
you know what that sounds like? Fucking Robert Saleh.
Sounds like a scapegoat.
Sounds like a fucking Robert Saleh.
This is Shane Steichen's second year coaching,
and he made Gardner Minshew a playoff contender almost. Like, whatever. A couple other injuries. Christian Kirk.
Oh, broken collarbone. Yeah, I didn't mention that.
And then basketball, Taylor Hendricks.
I saw that.
Injury.
Dude,
he's a good young player.
And not only that, too, just the way it happened, it was almost like a rolled ankle. Like also, Curry got out
for the year. It was like a really weird injury.
It was bad.
You hate the injuries like gave out and then like folded on itself, and it was just.
Dude, I know that was so sad.
The last thing I had for news was fucking.
Especially after that, like the way it happened, just like almost.
He's so young too. He's actually a solid player. I've had him in a couple 2K rebuilds.
I would be so mad if I got hurt just like a rolled ankle scenario almost.
That looks terrible. It wasn't even. It was like his whole leg just shut down.
Dude,
and then just like folded.
All I know is that leg was bending away. It should not bend.
The only other news I had was NBA, Dwayne Wade got a statue.
Oh, that's a terrible fucking statue.
News. I mean,
that's a terrible statue.
There's not much going on in the NBA right now in week 1. A couple injuries.
For the second best Heat player of all time, you're doing like that?
In terms of, I think LeBron's best Heat player of all time, but in terms of for the franchise, he's their best player of all time. And then he's over here looking like it's like copper. It's like a brown gray. It looks
it's bad.
It's not even the right jersey. Like the iconic moments in the L Heat steps up on the scores table. My house. He's over here wearing a casual Heat jersey, looking like he's 50 years old.
Was that even the pose he made? I don't even.
He went like this. This is my house. Like that was the whole thing. But like. Just shambles.
You did him dirty.
They should have done you better, D Wade. We're gonna translate there into our Week 8 NFL takeaways. We got 5. We're doing something different here. We're not going through each game. We're giving our 5 biggest takeaways from the week for NFL and NBA, and then we're gonna have more segment talks.
I guess I have 4. Yeah, whatever.
So I have 5 for each right now. You want to go first or second?
You can go first.
All right. My first takeaway.
We might have some similar ones.
We could. I put a healthy Rams is a playoff team. The Rams offense is so good.
That can be my 5th one. I didn't put that.
I think that the Rams, when healthy, can beat any team in the league, and they can compete offensively enough. Like they just beat the Vikings. The Vikings have been the darling of the season so far for the first 5 weeks.
The old dark horse.
Like they were, they're one of the best teams in the league. I mean, we all thought that we all expected a little bit of decline, but like Puka looked like nothing happened. He looked like he just clicked right in there. Cooper Kupp had a touchdown. He had his best game. Cooper Kupp had a touchdown. Kyren Williams, they talk about it every week now. I agree. He needs more respect.
I can't believe I avoided drafting him in fantasy because the whole punt return shit. I can't believe that.
I did not. I took him when I got a chance. But then their offensive line's not great.
I took ETN over him too. Damn.
Like I don't think he's averaging too many yards per carry, but their O-line sucks. Their defense is bad, but their draft picks these last couple of years have been working out. Look, Byron Young's looked good. They got Jared Verse looking solid.
I know Jared Verse is looking really good.
And they brought in. I think they brought back John Johnson. Like they look. Their defense isn't like.
They got Cam Curl. They have names.
It's not a bad defense. It's just not a good defense either. So it's like the 16 to 20 range. Like if your offense is scoring 30 points a game, like I'm expecting when they're healthy, with the top 5 quarterback in the league, Matthew Stafford. I'm a big fan of the Rams going
You
forward.
do like yourself some Stafford.
I love me some Matthew Stafford.
Who'd you say he was better than all time during the game?
Drew Brees.
That's crazy.
That's how I feel.
I still think that was crazy.
Matthew Stafford's better than Drew Brees all time.
I like Stafford too, but
In
I think
terms of,
Breeze
like,
is a little better than all time.
If I had to pick, like, who do I want prime for prime? Who do I want quarterback in my football team? I want Matthew Stafford.
Fair.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
That's how he feels.
You're
entitled to opinion. I just don't.
I might be a hot take, but I think Drew Brees has his limits.
Is that because Breeze was division rival?
Not even, because we actually beat them this year to give us the lead in the all-time series against the Saints.
Holy shit!
And I think our last game against the Bucks gave us the all-time lead this in week 8 over there.
Wow.
Like, it's a really
Look at you
close
guys.
division over here in terms of all-time success. But
you guys have had some pretty good quarterbacks.
But if you think about Breeze Super Bowl, Stafford Super Bowl, Stafford's more recent than Breeze, obviously, but
fuck you.
Breeze had a lot of the difference between Breeze and Stafford. I thought was Stafford never really had the teams to make it, whereas Breeze always lost in the playoffs. Stafford wasn't losing the playoffs; he just couldn't get there because the teams are dog shit and he kept getting injured. The poverty Lions, they've really turned it around. But that's just I'm not going to glaze Stafford all podcast. I could. What's your first take?
My first take is, we kind of talked about Anthony Richardson has officially benched himself. That's my take. We already talked about it, though, so I'm not going to really go much more into, explanation of that. Just, especially you're a young guy. I don't think you've really proven yourself to that locker room yet, and you pull some shit like that. That's not going to win you over the locker room. Just not.
Yeah. Oh, especially with imagine the veterans are like, the 10-year vets, Grover Stewart. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Imagine telling him I was tired.
This guy's tired.
It
just oh my god, I still can't believe the press conference. He laughs it off I was tired.
I don't even think that the Colts were mad about it. I think the media blows it up and then they realize oh yeah, it's kind of fucked. Low key, that's
as they should.
And then they're mad, which they should be mad. He should be benched at least for the game, maybe even punishment. This could even be a punishment. He could be getting punished. That's why he's not starting this game because he pussed out. But
I agree.
You have another one you want to go in on?
The Rodgers experiment has officially failed.
I left it off.
I'm going to say it.
I don't want to beat the old drum.
I'm going to beat it. No, man. After losing the Patriots, which don't get me wrong, Bengals also lost to the Patriots, so I guess I can't beat the bush too much, I guess. But just dude, we've made moves after move after move. And then you fucking lose to the Patriots.
Nobody's happy there.
I know.
Fired your coach.
You fired your coach. You scapegoated. Then you go trade for your butt buddy. And by the way, you don't even throw to him. You don't even throw the football to him. On the goal line, who got that 1-yard touchdown? Was it Malachi Court? No, Xavier Gibson.
Yeah.
Really? He shouldn't be in on those plays. Simply shouldn't. Rodgers, you're playing like shit. Devontae, was this the little honeymoon phase you guys were expecting? Just all everything's gonna be all good.
Hey,
you guys haven't won a game.
I was told it was gonna click like butter. No hangover, nothing in between.
Nope.
No stopping. It was gonna be the fucking just back to normal.
It was gonna,
and it didn't. Everybody knew it wasn't gonna affect anything because it didn't need a fucking receiver. The offense was
all I know is this offense looks very similar to the past couple years. With a Zach Wilson at quarterback.
It's just ridiculous, man. The Jets are just going to Jets. I did want to say, I thought about it. If you are a Jets fan,
I'm going to say it.
You have no hope. Sure.
You don't.
But if you are a Jets fan and if we're expecting Rodgers to play next season, is that the play? He's playing? Right now I feel like he's playing.
He probably will.
As of right now.
But
he's
only getting older.
If you get healthy, maybe this year in the draft, you take that first pick you got and you spend it on a top quarterback. Let him sit behind Rodgers for his final year.
Oh, fuck. Pull another Jordan Love. Oh, Rodgers ain't going to be happy with that.
And then you'll officially have an offense that's gelled because they've had fucking 2 years. The defense could get healthy. But then you have this question of, if you go young quarterback to build for the future, or do you go offensive lineman to protect Aaron Rodgers in his last season?
It's really how you view the team.
There's no hope this season, but I think there's hope for the Jets as a franchise. Because I wanted to shed some light on these Jets because we have been fucking bashing them, which they should be bashed.
Deserved.
They deserve to be bashed. But there is hope a little bit. There's a glimpse of hope, but it's not like for the season. It's for the franchise as a whole. I think the Jets could be good next year. They could even turn around this year and maybe get to 7 wins, 8 wins, and be
That's not turning
battling.
it around. That's
They
fucking
could be
still in
battling for the fucking
playoffs.
7th seed if they need, but I feel bad a little bit, but not really because themselves.
I mean, all I heard was the Jets were going to be this great team. You know, all we need was quarterback. Whatever.
My next one
Next
I
one.
had literally it is Lions ... Damn, that's all I got. What the fuck?
They are definitely cooking.
I think they're clearly the best team in the NFL. Like, it's not even it's not close. I know they don't have the quarterback.
I have the
Mahomes.
Lions are the best offense in the NFL.
I know they don't have Mahomes or Lamar or like Joe Burrow, that top QB.
They don't have any like clear superstars,
but they can they
got a bunch of good players.
They can beat you any fucking way they want to. They could jerk off through 85 passing yards, and they had 4 off. He had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
and 85. Their defense. I mean, I know it's the Titans. I'm not going to overreact. The defense still has its problems, but like, if you are a Detroit Lions,
it's honestly this. They're doing a trick play every fucking game.
Dude,
David Montgomery throws a touchdown too. Like,
if you're the Lions,
dude.
And if you're a Lions fan, and your team has the ball, and say it's tied, maybe you're down field goal, or you go into overtime, you get the ball first. There's not a team that I think would guarantee I'd win if you could live bet on the Lions who got the ball first in overtime. 100% they're winning the football game. They're gonna walk down the field with the run game, and have their defense is mentally gonna be fucked. Like, they're not gonna know what to do. Like, they're just, imagine a team just whooping your ass any way they want to for 4 quarters. Just at the fucking Vikings game. I remember watching the Vikings game. They needed a field goal to win. I was like, I have literally no. They're gonna win. Like, what are they gonna do?
I have supreme confidence right now.
Like, I've never been more confident in a football team. They look like they're all just the confidence, the morale, the chemistry. It's just ridiculous. I don't know who could beat them right now. I know they lost to the Bucks, but that was kind of like
that's just an outlier game.
Outlier game. I mean,
you're not going to be on your A game every week.
Goff threw a couple picks, and like there was.
I think they had some turnovers in the red zone too.
And like I think Montgomery fumbled or something.
So honestly,
like
that's a loss that you could say they should have won.
And those are the teams those teams that can put up 30, 40 points is where they're going to have their worst. Obviously, but like because their defense is not great. But even their defense is good. It's not a terrible defense. It's a good defense. That's how I feel. What are you looking at?
Got some breaking news. Also, Christian Darrisaw, forgot to mention, out for the year.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So, the Vikings made a trade.
For a tackle?
For left tackle Cam Robinson.
From the Jags? PDs. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, he's a good step-in tackle. Just now that happened?
Yeah. For draft pick compensation.
I'm guessing it was for nothing. Late round pick.
Bag of dimes. Anyways.
I mean, that's good for them. They needed that with Darrisaw going down. And
look at that. We break news.
That's what I got. Lions are fucking just talented at football.
My next one is the Ravens defense has taken a step back from last season, and all the people that left, it's starting to show.
I do have Ravens pass defense could be their downfall. Those teams like the Lions, the Chiefs are going to get them going in the playoffs. The Bills, those high volume passing teams, they're going to have to be in shootouts, and their offense is going to have to keep it up. And they're not really they can pass, but they're a running offense. So if they get down quick, it could be wraps in the playoffs. And we've seen that. I mean,
we've seen Lamar not really.
I mean, what's really got
do his best in the playoffs? But the thing is, with Derrick Henry, it makes it so much easier because
I don't even know who they even lose in the secondary like that. Geno Stone.
I mean, not really Geno, I guess, but they lost Patrick Queen. I guess that was a huge loss for them. They lost some guys in the D line.
But their run defense is number one.
David Clowney. Yeah, I don't know what's
their run defense is number one. Their pass.
They lost their DC, terrible. Mike McDonald. I guess he was a fucking genius because Zach Orr, who's 32 years old, is their defensive coordinator.
I mean, I'm just confused on why they're and they even drafted Nate Wiggins. They have Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey,
Brandon Stevens. Apparently, he's taking a step forward. I guess.
How the fuck are they so bad? I just don't get it. Is it like? Do you think it could be?
Because they're giving up a lot of points a game.
You think it could? What was who'd they say? Do you think it could be like Commander syndrome almost? where like they're just constantly leading. So, or Vikings, remember the Vikings when like everybody was saying their defense isn't that bad, they're only allowing a lot of passing yards because they're always winning. Could it be something like that?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it is because like the Bengals game, that was back and forth.
Bengals are one of the best offenses in the league, but the Raiders, you can't lose the Raiders. You can't lose the Browns. Jameis looked like fucking prime.
Yeah, I mean, granted, there was a lot of drops that game, both offense and defense.
It's just questionable. I'm not scared about it at all, but like, if the pass defense, they could be a team to make a move defensively, which I thought they would.
I was surprised they did, and I hope they don't.
But I did have their pass defense looks ridiculously bad. I don't understand why though. It just makes no sense because they didn't they lost guys, but they didn't lose anybody in the secondary other than Patrick Queen. If you want to count him as a secondary player,
and I didn't really think he was that good. I think he was playing next to Roquan Smith.
I think he's an overrated linebacker.
One of the best linebackers in football.
Like he's a tackle guy. Like he gets a lot of tackles because he plays fucking middle linebacker in the NFL. Yeah. The Bengals linebackers lead the fucking league in tackles down here.
Yeah, because a
lot of fucking tackles.
Because our D line sucks dick.
My next takeaway is Russell Wilson over Fields was the right decision. I don't think Russell is way better than Fields. I just Fields clearly limited the offense in terms of passing, and Russell, who hasn't been amazing, has been able to unlock it.
I think he's kind of gotten. I think he's made some nice throws. He's definitely given the Steelers offense the ability to push the ball down the field, which some they were.
Yeah, I think a big knock for Fields was he wasn't giving George Pickens those opportunities to do what he's doing, whereas
that's what
Russell's trusting his guy and he's making plays. And Pickens is looking like one of the best young receivers in the NFL. Through 2 weeks, they also played the Jets and the Giants, who looked terrible in those 2 games for Russell Wilson. But I'm just saying, I feel bad for Fields because he was 4-2. And if I'm Justin Fields, I'm like, play me or not, or trade me. Like,
well, some of those wins were like
they were barn burners.
Yeah,
against bad teams.
Like they beat the fucking Chargers 20-10.
They beat us, and
they beat
couldn't
the fucking Falcons 18-10. Like
yeah, I think
they didn't score a touchdown. Chris Boswell kicked 6 fucking field goals,
and Kirko literally couldn't move in the pocket. Like, he wasn't moving.
And then who else they beat? They
Colts.
No, they lost the Colts.
Did they lose the Colts?
Yeah, they lost the Colts. What else they beat? Well, let's just leave it up.
Browns. They beat Browns. No, they didn't play the division games.
Steelers schedule.
I want to say the Raiders.
Yeah, they beat the Raiders, and Justin Fields didn't. Najee Harris like 140 rushing yards that game. They beat the Broncos 13-6. Come on,
Broncos are ass. I don't
fucking come on. Beat Chargers 20-10. Herbert was hurt that game. They lost the Cowboys 20-17.
Cowboys.
Like, come on, we're not putting up points
so if you
as
look
an
at Fields
offense.
4-2 Fields when he beat the Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, and Falcons. And the Falcons, I don't even want to sound like biased. Just watch the Falcons week 1 and week 8. It's completely different. Like, it was just not the same team.
And when they beat the Raiders 32-13, it's like, oh, that's a dominant win. Justin Fields had 145 passing yards, no touchdowns.
So I think Russell Wilson. The Raiders Steelers getting a lot of shit for putting in Russell.
4 field goals.
But Russell has clearly been the option. And if I'm Fields,
the offense just flows better.
If you're Fields, do you ask for a trade? Do you just stick it out?
Well, you have to because he's a free agent next year. But like, I mean, I think he's definitely done enough, and just like he's still young, and that ceiling he still has, like, he'll definitely get a job next year, regardless if he starts another game this year or not.
Do you think a starting job or a backup job?
Backup job for sure. But he'll at least.
You don't think there's a team that can take a flyer?
I think he'll have a chance. Maybe not a like automatic. I think he'll have like this year, like a QB competition.
I wouldn't be opposed. He could, even if Russell starts stinking up, he could find his way back in. But right now, I think the Steelers made the right decision.
Season's still young. Not really mid-season, but
that was one of my takeaways. I think Russell was the right decision as of right now.
My last takeaway, and this could be an overreaction, but it's generally how I feel. Deshaun Watson was the issue in Cleveland. Yeah. His inability to, kind of like the Justin Fields, did not push ball down the field. Jameis Winston and Joe Flacco, out of the last 7 games both those guys have started, they've thrown for 300 yards. Deshaun Watson, since he's been a Cleveland Brown, has not done that once. His most passing yards as a Brown was 289.
I think that has to do with inability. I think that has to do with everything that happened. He's a mental fucking
exactly. He lost his confidence. He has zero confidence throwing the football.
I don't think he's going to play again. I really don't. I think he's done. His career's over.
I guess for Cleveland, that's not the worst thing in the world, but for him, it sucks. That's a shitty way to end your career.
But we see Jameis come in, and it was a last minute deep ball to Cedric Tillman to win the game, but just the offense looked better. They were throwing the ball well. You know, Jameis has always been,
and that's without Amari Cooper.
Jameis has always been a gunslinger. Cedric Tillman looks like their best receiver. Jerry Jeudy's. I guess I was just wrong on Jerry Jeudy at this point. I love Jerry Jeudy at college.
They signed him too. They signed him to a decent deal.
I like Jerry Jeudy.
3 years, $51 million. He's now been a receiver. Those guys usually don't turn the busts.
He was in the same draft class as Devonta Smith.
No, was year before.
Who did he get drafted with?
Ruggs.
Yeah, that's it.
Who else? I think CD. Yeah, it was a 2020 draft class.
There was Jerry and CD were like the top two. Ruggs kind of was like a surprise, like whoa, over CD.
That was Jay
Devonta was Jalen Waddle and
Jamar.
Yeah,
T Higgins.
Yeah. And then, but Jerry Jeudy, I liked him at Alabama. I thought he was gonna be good. He goes to Denver. You know, they had nobody there.
They had fucking Drew Lock.
They bring in Russell. I'm like, okay. And then
I thought that was gonna be a really good trade for them.
He keeps getting hurt, sucks ass. I was like, bro. And then
the whole shit with Steve Smith.
Yeah, he gets clowned on public TV, like national TV, and then he gets made fun of and bullied out of Denver. Now he's in Cleveland. Deshaun's a head case. They extend him, and then Jameis in his first game doesn't even throw to him.
The Bengals game, he didn't get a target till the fourth quarter.
Like he's not doing shit, and at this point, God.
And he dropped a wide open pass too. After
he'll just take a hand up on that one. I guess I was wrong.
That's all right.
But my last one is the Texans at 6-2 is deceiving as it gets.
It really is.
The Texans have been very mediocre, and I would take any other team similar record to beat them. Like the Bills, they may not the Bills, but I think the Packers were better. I think the Vikings.
I guess I was wrong.
The Vikings beating them was a clear they were just better. All those teams in that tier where it's the
Vikings.
Can the Texans be a contender? No. And the rest of their schedule.
And also, they're losing Stephon the rest of the year.
They're out Stephon, and then they're still going to be out Tank Nico for maybe a week or two. I don't know when he's coming back.
And Tank Dell, he's not number one.
Tank Dell got shot in the offseason. But they played the Jets, which
this Thursday actually.
The Jets could be a loss. I mean, it's not a throw-in. They should beat the Jets.
I know. Watch that. I just said the Rodgers experiment fails.
They should beat the Jets. They could lose to the Lions. They could lose to the Cowboys. They play the Titans, Jags. The Jags, honestly, they were a good game the first time. They could
lose.
Is it
in Jacksonville?
Yeah. They play Dolphins, who by that time could be fine. They play the Ravens, Chiefs. They have some tough games here, and most of these games, I'm taking the Lions. I think I would take the Dolphins, healthy Dolphins.
Ravens, Chiefs.
I take Ravens. I take Chiefs. I might even take Cowboys. They barely beat the Colts. They lose to Malik Willis Packers. They barely beat Josh Allen in his worst career game ever. They barely beat the Jags. They barely beat the Bears. They barely beat the Rams in the preseason. They barely beat the Colts the first time. They barely beat the Rams in the fucking preseason. They beat the Colts by 2 in week 1. Then they beat the Bears by 6. They get their ass kicked by the Vikings. Beat the Jags by 4. Beat the Bills by 3. Kick the Patriots' ass. Lose to Malik Willis and the Packers. And then beat the Colts this week by 3. And Anthony Richardson looked terrible. This is a bad 6.
He was 2 for 15 in the first half.
I saw a TikTok today from I can't even tell what the name is, but they're ranking the divisions, and they had the AFC South over the NFC South, and I just how? I mean, I understand, but I think the Falcons are biased. Call bias. I'm taking my Falcons with this Texans team in a head-to-head matchup. Not future, but head-to-head. I think the Falcons can beat the Texans.
Especially right now with the lack of weapons they have.
The Bucks have looked good. This season, the Saints when they were healthy looked good, as much as I hate them. And the Panthers obviously are dumpster fire. But the Colts look terrible. The Jags look terrible.
The Titans are terrible. They just lost by 40.
I literally made a TikTok about how the Titans could win the division. Not a chance in hell. I'm a fucking buffoon, I guess. Jesus Christ.
It could be worse. You could have said the Panthers were going to make the playoffs.
The Panthers, low-key, could still battle for that second seed in the NFC South. The Bucks are hurt, and the Saints look ass. But I
I
anyways,
don't see the Panthers winning much ball games.
moving forward, we're going to talk about our teams and our games. My team got the job done against the Bucks, down their top two receivers. It became a close game at the end of the game. Shouldn't have been. We were up 2 scores, fumbled on our own 2, kicked it into the end zone, safety. Deere got the ball back, scored because we had to punt him from the safety. Just nonsense. The game was not as close as it looked. Our defense really was bad in the first half. Really stepped up in the second half, they allowed the late touchdown, but like the game was wraps. The third quarter didn't have any points. Got 2 turnovers on Baker's dumbass. Baker Mayfield is the only player in the league I know who can throw an interception 2 drives in a row and then rush for a 3rd and 2 pickup and pump that fucking arm up. Yeah, man, fuck yeah. First, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding
Got
me?
that energy, man.
Like that's crazy to me. Kirk plays good. Bijan gets a receiving touchdown. Cal Pitts. I mean, he really was.
Best career game, probably.
It really was only two flicking plays. I honestly think he didn't score that second one. To be honest, but
They didn't have a pylon cam.
if we had a pylon cam, that's a turnover. I'm not gonna lie.
Like we couldn't afford it, Raymond James?
Like, it really looked like he was not in the end zone. Again, that was like we hit it last year against the Bucks too.
I know that was taken back.
I look.
Might have lost the football game.
I know with how it turned out.
Hey,
Safety.
Hey, win's a win, baby.
But he finds the end zone twice on National Tight Ends Day. Let's see it.
National Tight Ends Day.
Darnell Mooney found the end zone. The offense looks good. It just looks good. I'm happy about it. I'll let you go on a rant. You have more to say about yours than I do. We were supposed to get the win. We got the win. Next.
Our team lost. Or not our team. My team lost. 37-17 against the Eagles. Now, the Eagles, they did outplay us. This was not a 20-point loss. Here's why. Now, don't be wrong. We definitely lost this football game. My takeaways. If Zach Taylor, if that dumbass is still going to be our head coach, we need to pay T. Higgins because his lack of creativity to get Jamar Chase the football, it needs to be studied. His idea of being creative is throwing a screen. Every defense in the NFL can sniff that out. They just simply can. I don't think he should be the head coach. He should be one of our cheerleaders because that's just what he does. He kisses Burrow's ass. That's all he does. Joe Burrow, I think he played a good game. The interception, what a great play by the gambler himself, Isaiah Rodgers. Didn't know he had that in him. Anyways, this was not a 20-point loss. Let me just take you to the point where I believe the Bengals lost this football game. 24-17 Eagles. Which actually, before I get into that, let's talk about the defense. The honeymoon phase is over. You casual Bengals fans that thought this defense had a chance of being successful this year, that shit's over. When we play the 2 worst teams in football, the 2 worst offenses, it looked good. Oh my gosh, look at the defense.
It did look good.
We just had to get healthy. We had to get Sheldon bum-ass Rankins and BJ Hill.
Sure.
Double, it's going to be good. No, it sucks donkey dick. Now back to where we lost this football game. 24-17, Eagles lead. Which, by the way, Eagles did whatever they wanted with the football. 4th and 1, we decided to go for it. That might have been the worst play call I have seen in the Zach Taylor era. And before we started filming this, I had to go watch it. Because I just couldn't believe my eyes. I had to make sure that I wasn't losing my shit. It is dead-ass a motion wide receiver swing to Jamar Chase with no blockers on that side. Nobody on that side of the field is blocking other than Casper, the friendly fucking ghost.
Not his best
And guess what? There was 3 Eagles right there. Just ready to get Jamar Chase the football. That's the play call? I'd rather have had your dumbass go in there and do a fullback dive, Zach.
Me personally, anything 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, I will take my chances running the ball.
The thing is, I even said it.
throw.
I didn't want us to throw the ball because we just couldn't run the ball all game. But if that was the play call, I'd rather have taken our chances there.
Sure.
I'd rather have taken our chances. Jamar Chase, 9 catches, 54 yards. It just shouldn't happen, Zach. You're an idiot. You get your plays from Madden Mobile. That's where he gets his play calling from. Or you let your kids do it. I don't know. It's absurd. He should be on the hot seat. Mike Brown, get off your fat, lazy ass, and let's make some moves if you're serious about this season. If you think this team can do something, let's make some moves.
Sure.
Let's make some fucking moves.
Need a corner.
The Chiefs and Ravens are getting stuff for Snickers, for a Snickers bar. Surely we can make a little bargain move.
I would love to.
Also, we need to get Mike Gesicki the football more. That guy's talented. He has some great hands.
We've always liked Mike Gesicki.
I have.
He's always been good. He's never been bad.
We signed him. I mean, granted, it was for pennies on the dollar, but we need to get him more involved. I don't know why we don't. I don't know why every time T. Higgins doesn't play, we just decide to get in the football. We just do it as well as T. Higgins get the football because he can open up middle of the field. That's what his job is. No, Zach Taylor, you just put him on the bench for Eric All to block for Chase Brown to get 2 yards of carry.
Missing that Joe Mixon too. I'll tell you, having a hell of a year over there in Houston.
He's having holes that he never had in Cincinnati. They're just you could drive a bus through those holes. Meanwhile, in order to get a running hole in the Bengals, you got to look through a little peephole.
I know we talked about the moves the Bengals made and didn't make.
It's biting us in the fucking ass. And
since the Super Bowl run, like they're just letting dudes walk.
Jesse Bates,
Band-Aids.
he now goes to the Falcons and is not even. It's not even close. He's the best safety in football. DJ Reader, the Lions are a Super Bowl contender, which granted I don't think he's
been a little banged up.
Had much to do with that, but he's still one of the best run stoppers in the league. It's just what he is. The year when he was with us, we were top 5 rushing defense. We're bottom 5 now.
Even Cheetah Bay, the Titans are one of the best pass defenses in the league.
I mean, Cheetah Bay, I'm not really too worried about. I think he still sucks.
I think Cheetah Bay would clearly be your best corner right now, though. Like by far,
he was pretty bad last year.
DJ Turner fucking is really just fast.
Cam Taylor-Britt is honestly a cut candidate. He sucks ass. AJ Brown.
I think he sucks ass if he has to be your number 1 corner because he has like that's.
He's just any time it's man coverage, that dude he's just on an island. And AJ Brown, he's a good route runner. Don't get me wrong, but AJ Brown was barely running routes, and Cam Taylor-Britt was like just lost on an island. And honestly, another thing, before this game, I wasn't really on the team. Ban the tush push. I think Eagles just good at it. After this game, ban that fucker. Ban it.
I don't know what they banned. They banned something.
It was something where you couldn't push it, and I still see differently. They pushed. Saquon would push Jalen Hurts, and then Cal Katera would push Saquon. And honestly, I had Saquon in fantasy, and Jalen Hurts had 3 rushing touchdowns, and the person I played in that league also had Jalen Hurts. So it was just a GFY, Connor, a GFY.
Sure. Go fucking.
Granted, I lost by 50, but whatever. It's just Zach Taylor is a terrible head coach. I've been saying this for years. Even with Super Bowl, I still didn't like him. The only time I liked Zach Taylor is when we hired him because he wasn't Marvin Lewis.
They have had like heroic like switch arounds in the last 2 seasons. This is the first season they haven't fixed it yet.
It's because the defense is fucking terrible.
Yeah, your defense.
T. Higgins hurts his quad the last practice for the game.
I don't know what he is.
That's the second time he's done that this year.
He's a weekly hurt candidate. Like I don't even like.
You want to get paid, T? Get your ass on the fucking field.
Fair. He was hurt all last year, pretty much too.
I know. He
missed a lot of time.
Whatever. If we're not gonna make a move, let's fucking tank for Travis, because he fills 2 holes. If we're gonna lose T. Higgins, receiver, and he fills need a corner.
Maybe you trade T at the deadline here.
I don't want to, but like if we're gonna trade in T,
maybe Trey gets moved. I've seen that a lot.
I'll kill myself.
Hey, if it's a toss-in year.
Oh, thanks for mentioning that. 0 pass rush. This whole entire football game.
Not even Trey?
No. Against Fred fucking Johnson.
Elite.
You know what, Trey? You have to call Fred Johnson daddy for the rest of the week. Of course. What a fucking revenge game for you, Fred. Fuck you.
My Falcons could not get any pressure against the Eagles, too.
Gosh. We need to make a move for
10 seconds.
Whatever. I'm done talking about it. I want to punch Zach Taylor in his stupid face.
As we head into,
I still can't believe that play call.
Before predictions, our last NFL thing. Our last NFL segment. Top 5 MVP race personally for us right now. 5-1, starting at the bottom. I'll go first. My 5th is Packers quarterback Jordan Love.
Ooh.
Could be a hotter take, but I think the Packers on paper offensively are not that good. And even Malik Willis stepping in and playing some football, it's not the same kind of wins. Malik Willis is 100 yards.
It's not,
passing.
sure.
Jordan Love he's a little turnover prone, but I don't think he's as good as this player. I know this player has been better about turnovers this year by not even his own, but Josh Allen, high touchdown guy, high turnover guy. Usually, not this season because defenders forgot how to catch the football. But Jordan Love, gonna be a high touchdown guy, high pick guy. And everybody's saying that like he's in the same fucking like in terms of production for me. And I think he's doing it with a lot worse weapons. Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Dubs, Dontavion Wicks, Tucker Kraft, Luke Munt. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is the same guys that Rodgers just couldn't handle.
I know. He had to leave.
Had to leave. Jordan Love's making him look good. Josh Jacobs has been good. He's going to get you 70 yards every week, it seems like. Their offensive line's been solid. I got him a 5.
I don't hate Jordan Love being there. My only thing of that is he's missing games. And
That's-
I mean, granted, like you said, Malik Willis wins are the same. They're still winning footballs even without Jordan Love.
I had him a 5, and I also had players like I was gonna go Burrow, but I think just the win-loss record's gonna hurt him.
Burrow's not in my top 5.
I was thinking even bias Kirk.
I love you, Joe. But sorry,
Kirk should have decent numbers and
it's honestly
maybe
not your
a solid
fault.
record.
It's not your fault. You're not top 5.
If Kirk snuck into the 5th, maybe I left him off for bias reasons though. Don't be crazy.
My number 5 is Derrick Henry.
Okay, I have Derek at 4 since we're doing.
I think he's leading the league in yards. Nobody is even within 200 yards of him. I mean, okay, never mind. Someone is within 200 yards.
He's leading the rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, leading rushing touchdowns. Averages 6.5 yards a carry. That's like some shit on Madden.
He's a good point. He's a good running back.
He's great.
But it is a quarterback's award. I would have. I want.
That's why he's 5th.
I wish I could put him higher.
I don't think Derrick Henry will be even in consideration, even if he has a fucking historic season.
I wish he could be higher.
It's a quarterback award. The MVP should just be called Best Quarterback Award. That's really just what it should be called.
I think it should.
Now the Offensive Player Award.
I don't think
Derrick's number 1 in that.
Quarterbacks should not win off.
No, they shouldn't.
If that's what we're doing, MVP should be Quarterback Award. Offensive Player of the Year should be a
wide receiver,
or
running back.
Change it to skilled position, best skill position award. If you want
like they do in Madden every year.
Best MVP, like you never like it's. We're not going to see a quarter.
I hate when MVPs also win Offensive Player of the Year.
That's just like useless. Mahomes did, I think, 1 year. Like it was just. Like,
I think Lamar, his first MVP, I think he did too.
Like clearly the MVP is the Offensive Player of the Year, but whatever. But also Derrick Henry. The only reason he's at 4, I wish I could put him higher. He's a running back. Like he's just not. And my 3, I don't like this guy, Josh Allen.
I also have Josh Allen number 3.
He's going to be record-wise,
They're 6-2.
Like he's 6-2. Their division's terrible this year. The Jets look bad. The Dolphins aren't healthy, and the fucking disaster class of the Patriots.
They're becoming.
They still have divisional games. I think their win over the Seahawks is on paper a good win. It's not a good win if you watch the game. Seahawks lost that game. Yeah, the Seahawks had the ball in the
that was probably the
twice. And they turned the ball over in some dumb shit.
Lost my mind.
DK also didn't play in that game, which is a huge part of their downfield attack, obviously, and just opening up the field. I think the Bills are good. I don't think they're like, they're one of those teams I wouldn't be surprised could lose to these mid-tier teams. Like, and this is the only good team they've beaten is Seattle, and they're like a B plus, a B minus team. Like,
yeah, I don't think Seahawks are anything special.
They're not a contender. They got their ass kicked by the Texans and the fucking Ravens, belts to ass.
Community guideline.
I posted my predictions for week 8. It said community guidelines. The only thing I can think of is when I said belts to asses, my fault. I saw an entire rap of belts to asses by the Lions guy. No fucking community guidelines, but old belts to ass for me on my 50 or 108 following channel. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
you had Josh Allen 3.
I had Josh Allen 3, but my number 4 is my boy from LSU, Jaden Daniels. Oh. Now he's 4. I mean, the Commanders 6-2, kind of one of the big surprises of the season. He's balling, but he's not having enough touchdowns to where that put him even higher. And also the game that they did win, Marcus Mariota came in and balled out. That's why he's a little lower for me.
I just didn't consider him because he's a rookie.
But I think he's put up historic rookie numbers in terms of yards. I mean, the Hail Mary was lucky.
God, that was lucky.
And he only has 2 picks as a rookie, so he's making smart decisions with the football. He's making some really good throws. That was one of his concerns at LSU, that he wasn't the most accurate quarterback, because kind of like a Lamar hybrid, not the most accurate guy. But so far, and he's second league in completion percentage.
Yeah, I mean he's in the 20 to 30 passing attempts a game range.
Yeah,
they're not overusing him, and their defense has been bad, but also not bad at the same time. It's like they're actually. Some of these games are not bad, which is surprising.
Is their top 2 MVPs going to be the same?
I think Mahomes at 2.
Oh, I do not have Mahomes.
I have Mahomes. Mahomes is your 6 and your 7.
I know he's 6
They haven't
now,
lost a football game. I'm not expecting his stats to be like this the whole season.
I'm not either, but we're right now. I'm sorry, just not.
I just they're set. They're the only winless team or lossless team in the NFL right now, and they literally can play their worst football and still win. At some point,
2015 Broncos ask.
I have them at 2. Number 1, probably the same.
Yeah, number 1 is
Who's your
definitely
2?
my number 2 is Jared Goff.
Regardless,
Regardless,
off the list.
I think it's a little hot take for me. But like the Lions are the best offense in the league. Granted, like you said, he threw 85 yards and he still won a football game. It's not very MVP like, but he leads league completion percentage. And I just feel like, knock on wood, he hasn't had a bad game yet. It's just every game he's just he literally has a perfect game.
Jared Goff you could convince me Jared Goff over Jordan Love. I wouldn't even debate that. But I just think that the Lions give off like fucking 04 Pistons, bro. Like there's no superstar. They're all just collectively
They're just
good.
a team.
Like if you're going to give the MVP award, you give it to the Detroit Lions. Like you don't get. There's not really a standout player. I mean, everybody's doing their own thing. And yeah, I don't think he's going to kill it in the stats. I think he's going to have just fucking good numbers. And I mean, maybe if they get enough hype and some of these guys lose some games they shouldn't lose. Maybe the Chiefs maybe fall off a cliff, then we can actually have a conversation about why the fuck Mahomes is playing dog shit. But I don't have Jared Goff. I saw him. I didn't really think about it just because I don't think he's the reason they're winning football.
I agree.
I think if you put some other quarterbacks that you could say are worse than him in there, they'd be just as good. Like, and it's just a take. Jared Goff's not bad. He's a good quarterback, but MVP seems crazy. But I have
good football.
Lamar Jackson. I agree he's playing good football. Lamar Jackson won.
I also have Lamar Jackson 1.
The craziest part about this for me is his passing stats.
He's top 5 in passing yards and has 17 passing touchdowns.
And 2 interceptions. I think he has a couple fumbles too. And he rushes too. So it's kind of ridiculous. It's a little like a cheat code. And he's not even throwing the greatest of talent still. He just got Deontay Johnson. But I think what's his fumbles? He's at, it's not on here. Okay. I think he has like 3. The one was against the Bengals. That counts as a fumble, I guess.
There's a fumble. Should have lost him the fucking game.
Anyways, I think he has like 5 turnovers to like 20 plus touchdowns. So, and he is a top passing yards leader. So it's ridiculous. The guy looks even. I was thinking the Browns game, the final play. We were talking about it. I would have fucking just took off. I know you're told not to, but no one was paying attention to him at all. He's the best runner in the league. Open field, give me Lamar Jackson over every running back in the league. One-on-one, left hash to the outside, to the end zone, or to the out of bounds. There's not a single player I'd take other than Lamar Jackson in open field and run the football.
He's definitely up there for sure.
I'd say Lamar,
LeBron.
Saquon, Derek, because he's just impossible to tackle.
Fucking just
shout out my boy Bijan. Bijan's making everybody miss. And then like that's like my list. Those are guys who I would guarantee to score in open field 1-on-1. I mean, there's not even much we can talk about. We can just move on to our picks. It's just fuckers, just clear cut. I mean, they had a tough loss this week, but I feel like no one's really talking about their loss to the Browns. Everybody's just kind of like, Browns had a new quarterback. The reason they lost wasn't because it was like they dropped passes and dropped an interception. You can get us some picks.
I'd love to see it though. They lost. Fuck you. You go first.
I did go first. I won the picks. I'm up 1 now. We are up 1 heading into week 9. I think you go first. Let me hear it.
All right. Thursday night, Texans, Jets.
Texans. I think the Texans will get it done.
Oh, shit. Screwed up too much. Cowboys, Falcons.
I'm going to take my Falcons because I always will, but this is a big game for us. I know the Cowboys haven't been amazing this year, but this is one of the better teams we're going to play all season. We only got a couple tough games this season. This is one of them heading into the year. I'm expecting our offense needs to be able to – they're going to score points, so our offense needs to be able to keep up with it. Give him the Falcons though.
This could be Shitterfest of the week. Patriots Titans.
Drake May playing.
Yeah, he's concussion. I don't know.
If Drake May plays, I'll take Patriots. Yeah, that's what I got. But it's not, I guess. No, I'll just go Patriots. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck the Titans. They did me so dirty. Honestly, fuck the Titans.
Next is Raiders versus Bengals.
I think your Bengals get done.
Thank you.
I'm not expecting. I think is it Desmond? Is it Desmond?
I don't know.
It'll be Desmond today.
I
Your
fucking
Bengals
hope
game.
so.
But
actually, no, we don't do well against backup quarterbacks.
You should win this game. This should be a blowout.
It's at home.
Your
Maybe.
offense is. Yeah, this should be your first home win if you win this game. I think. Because I remember seeing something in the Eagles game.
Yeah. They won a home all year. Yeah.
Give me your Bengals. I like your Bengals.
Maybe. Next is Broncos Ravens.
Ravens. I think this game could be a Broncos defense masterclass. I don't think their defense is as good as it is. It's not that. I don't think it's that good. Give me the Ravens.
Next is Chargers versus the Browns.
Give me Jameis.
Whoa!
Give me famous Jameis and then Browns.
Famous Jameis, baby.
Their morale's up. The defense is playing better. Give me the Browns.
It's got the good lore on his side, Or a switch up.
Pain everywhere. It's just pain.
Saints versus Panthers. Actually, this might be Shitterfest of the week.
Assuming it's like, God, assuming it's Rattler.
I don't even know who to fucking.
I guess give me Bryce Young and the Panthers. Fuck the Saints.
Next is Dolphins versus the Bills.
Give me the Miami Dolphins.
Sure.
I fucking hate the Bills. I'm not even fucking. I just don't like Josh Allen. Give me the Dolphins. Tyreek and Tua.
Next is Commanders versus the Giants. The G-Men.
Give me the Commanders in a field goal fest. That's my take.
That was it last time.
Commanders field goal fest.
Next is Jaguars versus Eagles.
This feels like a trap game, but I like the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles personally.
Jags traded their third tackle.
Sure did. Next is Bears versus the Cardinals. Could be a good game.
I think the Bears are going to bounce back after their Hail Mary loss.
Yeah,
Cardinals.
Really bad loss.
I don't think the Cardinals are going to put enough points up on the board.
Some tough games this week, actually. Rams versus Seahawks.
Give me the Rams. I like that offense when they're healthy. Give me the Rams.
Sure.
Clear cut, Stafford.
Next is Lions versus the Packers.
It's so hard to pick against the Lions right now. I'm not going to do it. They'll have to prove it to me.
Andrew might not play.
Lions.
Sunday Night Football, Colts versus Vikings. Joe Flacco.
Give me the Colts.
Whoa!
Fuck it. Give me Joe Flacco on the Colts.
This is our team.
I think Sammy September's over. Give me the Colts and the Vikings. Give me the Colts and Joe Flacco.
Monday Night Football, Bucks versus Chiefs.
And Kansas City massacres the Bucks.
Fuck, we play Thursday Night Football at Baltimore next week. Oh, gosh, damn it.
Those are my picks. 100%. Let's see it. All right, your turn. Is that it? All right.
Yep.
Thursday night, Texans, Jets in New York.
Take Texans.
Takes the Texans. Saints, Panthers, 1 o'clock in Carolina.
Let's go with tie. Panthers.
Commanders, Gents in New York at 1 o'clock.
Give me the Commanders.
Dolphins, Bills in Buffalo. November Buffalo game. I didn't think about that.
Give me the Bills.
I didn't think about 2 in the cold. Chargers, Browns in Cleveland.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
Fucking famous Jameis. Patriots, Titans in Tennessee.
Give me the Titans.
Who takes Tennessee? Go Mason Rudolph. Is it Will Levis back yet?
I don't think they're getting ass busted.
Cowboys, Falcons in Atlanta.
Take your Falcons. Looking good.
Ya?
Looking good.
Well, fuck yeah, buddy.
I don't think the Cowboys look good personally.
I don't think they do either.
And Micah's still not playing. So.
We haven't had too many tester games. Bengals, Raiders in Bengals.
I'm gonna take my Bengals
in Dangleville, in Paycor. Ravens, Broncos in Baltimore.
Take the Ravens.
And then Cardinals, Bears in Glendale. This is a good game. I
want to take the Cardinals, but the Bears they're speaking to me.
Uh,
Especially after that Hail Mary loss.
Sorry.
tough.
Why are the Lions Packers playing at 4:25? Jags Eagles.
Eagles.
Rams Seattle in Seattle.
Rams.
Lions Packers at 4:25 in Green Bay. Why the fuck are they playing?
Lions.
Colts Vikings in Minnesota.
Give me the skull.
Skull. And then Bucks Chiefs.
Chiefs.
So we got Colts Vikings.
Bills Dolphins.
Bills Dolphins.
Patriots Titans.
Patriots Titans. That's it.
Yeah.
Did you take Panthers?
I took Panthers.
All right. Guaranteed winner.
But if there was a tie, I'm gonna say I called it.
Let's
just go ahead and put the stamp of Shitterfest on her.
We're going to transition to NBA.
These are some hard games to predict.
There was a couple of big ones in there. NBA's here. Week 1 of the NBA. We have 5 takeaways from the NBA, and then we'll talk about the Lakers a little bit, just because, God. My first takeaway, Lakers are legit. Lakers are fucking legit. Anyone who... I saw Colin Cowherd. Fucking Lakers will miss the playoffs. Hot take of the season. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Really? Miss the playoffs entirely?
You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot. God, I hate you. Saying some dumb shit like that. They look like the best team in the NBA. They just lost to the Suns yesterday, and LeBron plays the worst game probably ever.
My main takeaway is just mainly Lakers and one other thing, but
The Lakers lose by 4 in a LeBron's worst game I've seen as a Laker.
he's sick. That's why he had it. I should have known something was up.
Like, their defense looks good. Their offense looks good. They can beat you.
They're actually running plays.
But they just think game 1, we win without making any fucking threes. Game 2, we hit a fucking ton of threes and we're hitting fucking everything. Or we come back down 22. Game 3, we win and we're just LeBron's LeBron. Like, LeBron's LeBron. Like, what are we gonna do?
Goats go.
And we beat the Kings, who we usually have trouble with. We have trouble with the Kings. And then we play Phoenix, and we blow a lead. The Phoenix game is bad. We should have won, but like, we lost by 4. We led by 18, and LeBron played the worst game of his career. Like, one of the worst games I've ever seen LeBron play, and that won't happen every. That's not gonna happen again.
And that was even with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant playing good.
And LeBron had his 32-point game, 32 points of a double on a back-to-back. That was a back-to-back game. AD looks like an
16
MVP.
points in the
AD's
fourth quarter.
probably leading the MVP race right now. He has to be.
He is.
He
leads the NBA in points per game.
But that's what I got. Lakers legit,
Deep
and
boy.
I'm glad we have JJ Redick.
I put JJ Redick as a way better catch than Darvin Ham. We are actually running plays, and the offense is finally running through Anthony Davis, which is what Darvin Ham said, but just never fucking did it.
Mm-hmm.
Even with LeBron's shit game, still him at age 40. And besides certain part of last night's game versus the Suns, because they had a lot of wide open threes, which I did not like, the defense is significantly better last year. We're getting in the passing lanes. It's better
than last year.
Yeah, than last year.
Okay. I agree, 100%. And the Suns game was questionable officiating. I mean, at best.
I agree.
Like, I don't want to sound like a salty fan, but like,
there was a lot of times where Kevin
just
Durant
a
and Devin
lot.
Booker would just fucking WWE run right into somebody.
a lot of whistles.
Anthony Davis gets poked in the eye, and then just
another reason why LeBron didn't have the prettiest stat sheet is because he wasn't getting foul calls like he would usually get when he's getting fouled. Whatever. I don't even want to spend so much time on that game because I feel like it's an outlier game for LeBron. It's not gonna happen again.
My last takeaway this one does not do with the Lakers. The Bucks should have never fired Adrian Griffin.
But I have Bucks or ass. That's what I have.
Giannis
they were playing good, and they're losing games. Like, they have no depth. They have a 40-year-old Brooke Lopez, who is the off-brand K-Love switch up of a career, like just sucking ass. And he's not bad. He's just like you can't. It's like Al Horford. Like, him and Al Horford are very similar in terms of production at this point. They have no fucking bench. It's Dame or Giannis. Chris Middleton is a day-to-day player. He barely plays. They lost Grayson Allen the last 2 years ago, and like they have nobody to play, and they're losing to bad teams. I think there's a chance the Bucks could be a play-in spot right now.
All I know is they were 30-13 with Adrian Griffin, fired him. Since then, Doc Rivers is 19-23 with this team.
Doc Rivers has never been a good coach ever. He's never been a good coach. He's always been a terrible coach.
Guess who's alongside with him? Darv.
I forgot he went back to Darvin. They look like spitting images of each other.
Fucking dumbass.
Bold dumbasses. They're stupidly bad.
Lost to the Nets.
Yeah. And Giannis and Dame didn't play bad. That's the scary part. Is like Giannis is playing good and they're still losing. Like that's a question mark for sure. I had a couple other ones.
I do too.
The Nuggets don't look
Nuggets are starting downfall.
The Nuggets don't look great. Just a fact.
You said Westbrook.
Competitive games with bad teams.
He barely beat the fucking Raptors.
You can't have that.
With Jokic.
Just saying.
Jokic had 40, but guess who hit the game-tying shot? Old Mr. Jamal.
Jamal has been bad in everywhere but the fourth quarter, like we always knew.
Shot 6 for 22.
He's been terrible this season in terms of efficiency. They paid Aaron Gordon a fat-ass contract to do nothing. To just sit in the corner in the dunker spot. That's what he does. Christian Braun is like...
Their three-point shooting got worse. Really? Who could have guessed that? You lost KCP and you replaced him with Christian. Is it Brown or Braun? I don't know.
They say Brown. It's Red Braun. I'm going with Brown. They say Brown. It's Brown. But they look bad. They look bad. I don't even want to spend much time on it because we talk about the Nuggets a lot on here. Fuck the Nuggets. I'm glad they're playing bad. I'm expecting they'll be better, but like...
Well, they expect Julian Strother to step up. Fucking Peyton
Watson. They have no depth. They have no depth. Like, there's a difference between... like I think it was Chuck. He said that the Lakers' depth is in question. Like, look at these other top teams. There's teams that have depth, but there's teams like the Nuggets and the Bucks, no depth at all. Like, even... There's some teams like the Sixers who get praised a little bit for their depth. Taking the Lakers' depth. All day. Give me Dalton Connect.
Dalton Connect's look good so far, too.
JV when he's healthy.
Oh, gosh. Once you get the Vandal honestly, Gabe Vincent.
Gabe hit a good big shot last night. Just fact.
I don't care. He fucking sucks.
He hit a big shot.
About time he did something.
And then we have a solid bench. I think Dalton's been really good. I think
my only gripe with JJ Redick is
terrible.
Max Christie and Gabe Vincent get way too many minutes.
That's also due to injury, though. I think Gabe's would be cut in half, damn near. Or Max's probably would be cut in half at JV's point. JV's one of the best defenders in the league when he's healthy. Anyway, what else did you have?
That's all I had.
I had two more quick ones. The healthy Cavs look scary.
Kenny Atkinson.
The last year Evan Mobley's out like majority of the season.
Yeah.
Jared Allen got hurt. Darius had the playoff blunders, but they have a good roster. Darius, Donovan, Evan Mobley, Jared. They have one of the best defensive front courts. Backcourts?
Yeah, front court's big guys.
One of the best defensive front courts in the league.
Which is weird. But...
I've always been confused. It's always pissed me off. Evan Mobley's a really good defender. Jared Allen's a really good paint defender. And
he's one of the best rim protectors.
Donovan's a freak scorer. He can close out games.
And he's become more of a playmaker this year, too.
Darius is a really good three-point shooter, and he can create his own shots. You love to see it. They have rotational wings like fucking Dean Wade. Fuck my Pistons. Like, he just made every shot.
22, baby.
Max Strus, when he's healthy. They re-signed Okoro. They're a deeper team. And they're healthy. They could be, and they haven't lost a game. So.
Oh, another thing. How are the Knicks looking?
They're 2-2, 1-3, something like that. They're asking for the Celtics. And my final one, because I'm a Pistons fan. Holy fuck! 0-4. Literally every game was lost in the fourth quarter, and these are close games. We had the defending champs by the throats. Couldn't finish. What I wrote down is the Pistons need, in all caps, a closer. We need a closer. We need a guy who can come in and take over the basketball game. Cade's not clutch. I'm just gonna say it. Cade isn't clutch. He's not clutch right now. He doesn't have confidence to be clutch because he doesn't have that Robin. He needs a Robin. We thought it could be Tobias Harris. He's been fucking ass. He's been so bad. It's ridiculous. It's not Jaden Ivey because Jaden Ivey's just fucking Westbrook, I guess. He runs in, jumps up, just shoots, and occasionally hits a three-pointer. Jalen Duren's but they've lost 4 games to playoff contenders, and they've been all close games. This is a good 0-4 basketball team. I'm just saying. Like, we brought in some shooters, and Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway have been solid for us. As much as I hate Tim Hardaway, but just saying, Pistons need a closer, and they could easily be 4-0 right now. But after that, we just have trivia. A new trivia. If you know the BDGE guys, they're one of my favorite guys on TikTok. And
We'd
YouTube.
love to do a collaboration.
We'd love a collab. I really like I just like how they do shit. The way that's kind of like the goal with what we got going on here.
I think they're funny.
They're fun. I like them. But we have their daily trivia of the day. TDTs. Name the 26 players with the most receiving yards that have yet to catch a touchdown during the 2024 regular season. And there's just 26 names. And the first one here. Fuck me.
You see the answers?
No, it logged me out. Son of a bitch. What the hell?
Some technical errors.
Okay, there you go. Well done. Which is R. First up, we have a Cardinal with 446 receiving yards. No touchdowns. Has Trey McBride found the end zone yet?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking Chamber. I know Marv has.
McBride. It is Trey McBride.
No touchdowns.
Wow. It's 49er. 374.
It's not Ayuk. What?
Is Ayuk scored?
I don't know. It might be Ayuk, actually.
It could be Ayuk, because Kittle scored.
Debo scored.
What's his name? Joan Jennings has scored. It is Ayuk. Ram, 350.
Is that
receiving yards? Cooper Kupp scored last game.
Puka scored.
Puka doesn't have the yards.
So would that be
Like
2-2 Atwell, Jordan Whittington, one of those shitters?
It's got to be. It's 2-2. 350, no tuds. 314, no touchdowns. Is that Tyreek? No, he scored week 1.
Oh, for the Dolphins?
Yeah.
That could be Jalen Waddle.
Waddle?
I have Waddle on my fantasy team. I don't know if he scored.
Jalen Waddle. And then we have a Eagle with 301. Is it Goddard?
Goddard scored.
It's
Wait.
not.
Has he?
Has he scored?
I don't know.
AJ Brown scored. Devonta Smith scored.
He scored last week.
Let's try Goddard. It is Dallas Goddard. 243 Seahawk. Is that JSN or Lockett?
Lockett? I think it might be Lockett.
I think I like Lockett more.
I think JSN has more than 243.
Oh, Lockett's got in. Oh, we have 5 strikes.
So it's JSN?
It's got to be Smith. No!
What?
It's not DK.
Yeah, DK is 100%. And he has way more yards
So
than
is
243.
it?
So who the fuck else is...
Maybe Kenny?
Is it Noah Fant?
Maybe.
Well, 243 is not a lot of yards.
We only get 5 strikes. We have 2 right now.
And I feel like Kenny... I don't know if he's got the receiving work like that, though.
I think the Falcons going to be Ray Ray.
Wait, Kenneth Walker had a receiving touchdown against you guys.
Yeah, he did. You're right. I think the Falcons going to be Ray Ray.
That's your team. You better get right.
It's Ray Ray. And there's a Cowboy, a Bengal, 253. No tutties.
That might be Mike. Because Yoshi scored, Higgins has scored, Jamar scored. Jamar's...
Mike Gesicki. 2 Chargers on here. Is it Josh Palmer?
I don't think Josh Palmer scored this year. Yeah. And then
233 Charger.
Lad McConkey scored. Quentin Johnson has scored.
Tight end Gerald Everett.
Joe Everett's on the Bears.
Oh.
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst? Probably
Could be him.
It's not Hayden Hurst. 3rd strike.
Who's their tight end? Will Disley? I think that's their other tight end. But I don't know. That's tough.
I'm not going to run that. I'm going to hold on that. I'm going to hold on that one. I don't want to get it.
Did you get the
Cowboy?
Seahawk?
No, we haven't got it yet. He has 285.
I think it's Noah Fant.
You think it's Fant?
Yeah.
Yeah, no Fant. I didn't know if he had the yards, to be honest. Cowboy, 263. It's not CD.
Yeah, CD scored. Is it
Jake Furr got in?
I don't know.
I think you'd have more than 260.
I think it would too. I think it's maybe that Turpin guy or one of those other shitty receivers I have. How many games has Brandon Cooks played?
He scored a touchdown. I'm going to skip it. Texan, 223.
Tank?
I think they'll scored.
Stefan's also scored.
Week. So is it...
Nico's scored.
Dalton
Schultz, maybe. Sounds right.
Dalton Schultz. There's Dalton Schultz. Brown with 221. Is The David Njoku.
He scored.
Jerry Judy score?
That's a good one. I don't know.
I don't think he has. I want to say no. He has. Fuck.
What a failure is Brown's tenure.
We're 10 for 26. We have one strike left.
One?
There's 5 strikes. Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. We have a Bronco with 165, a Lion with 165.
Bronco 165. They could be any of those shit.
There's 3 Broncos. 166, 165, 167.
Bruh.
And then there's a Chief with 200 yards.
Wait, is it receiving touchdowns or is touchdowns in general?
Touchdowns.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, never mind. He scored fucking week 1. I thought it was Xavier Worthy. Kelsey just scored this past week. That was his first touchdown.
208 yards. Is it like fucking Noah Brown? Noah, whatever his name is?
Noah Gray? I think he scored, actually.
Juju?
Justin Watson?
Is Juju at 200?
I think he scored.
A big game.
Yeah, maybe did he score?
This is harder than I thought it would be. The Cowboy at 263.
Did you run Jake Ferg?
No. 1 strike left.
I think we could run him.
Surely he has over 200 yards in 8 games. 263. Charger with 233.
That might be Will Disley. I don't know.
Are you more confident in Ferguson or Disley?
If we're going to lose, let's lose on Fergie.
Ferguson. Jake Ferg. Fuck.
I'll run Will Disley. Like I don't want to be the one that loses it.
There's 3 Rams, 3 Broncos. Ram with 214. Is that Whittington?
It might be.
Or DeMarcus Rob? I think it's DeMarcus.
Yeah. No, DeMarcus has scored.
He has?
He scored this past week.
Whittington. We live. 2 more Rams, though.
Good recovery.
There's 2 more fucking Rams. Who the fuck are the Rams? Is the Rams Higbee? He's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, so who is the
Parkinson?
Tight end? Oh, yeah, Colby Parkinson.
I like that. I actually like that. Bang! Chief with 208.
That is.
That could be literally Gray, Watson.
I think I like Justin Watson the best.
There's a Commander with 207.
Is that
2 Commanders?
McLaurin? Man, he's more yards than that.
Way more yards than that.
So their tight end. Who's their tight end? Zach Ertz, he scored.
Has he for sure scored?
Yeah.
Who's their second receiver?
John
got moved. Jamie Brown?
He scored.
Oh,
he scored against the Browns.
Eckler?
Could be Eckler. I don't think wait. Does he have a rushing touchdown? I think that'd count.
I don't know. Eagle with 186.
That's Jahan Dotson?
Does he have 100? I don't know if he has 186.
Well, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown's missed some games.
All right. Dotson.
What?
That is not. The tight end was Disley for the Charger. Elijah Moore, Noah Gray, Eckler, Swift, Grant Calcaterra for the Eagles. Tyler Boyd, Tyler Johnson was the other Ram. Lil Jordan Humphrey, Olamide Zacchaeus, Javonte Williams, Tim Patrick, and Devon Villay. All right. Not 50% is not great, but that was the first trivia. We're going to try to do those more often with BDGE because I actually like their trivias. I do like their trivia videos. We have a Sporcle. It is a naming all NBA teamers in the 2010s.
Let's just knock out half of them.
So
LeBron James.
We can start with it. Starts in 2010, 2011. So LeBron James.
Is it every first team or every
first, second, and third since 2010?
Fuck, that'd be
or
hard.
In the 2010s. So there's 135 names, a lot of repeaters. The Lakers gonna be Kobe. Thunder 2010, 2011.
KD.
Durant. Magic Center.
Dwight.
Ooh, 2010, 2011. He's still in Magic, right?
Well, who else would it be?
I know. I get confused his timeline when he lets the Lakers. What the fuck is that? All right. And then Bulls 2010, 2011.
Derrick Rose. That was his MP year.
Rolls. Thunder point guard.
Brody.
Westbrook. Fucking me. Heat guard.
Dwayne.
2010, 2011?
Dwayne Wade?
Yeah, you're right.
What do you mean?
I was thinking of it as like not the same year, but as the next. Never mind. Lakers forward.
Powell?
Yeah, it's gotta be Powell. Maverick forward.
Dirk.
Nowitzki. Nick center. Tyson Chandler.
Deep boy candidate here.
No.
Is it Amari?
Staudemeyer? Yeah. Tyson Chandler he was on the Knicks the next season.
Oh,
on NBA
we're
13.
dumb. That was the year they played the Heat in the finals. Tyson Chandler played them.
Hornets. 2010, 2011, third team. Point guard.
That's
It's
not
Kemba,
Kemba.
right?
No.
Who the fuck is it? Like
what?
this could be Bobcats? Like Baron Davis?
Chris Paul.
Yeah, okay. They needed this like New Orleans Hornets, or I guess it would be Pelicans, so I'm not gonna hate. Spurs 2010, 2011.
Timmy D.
Guard.
Oh. It's
Tony?
either Tony Parker or
It's not
Manu.
Tony. Is it Ginobili? It is. Third team as a backup, as a six man. Blazer forward.
LaMarcus.
Aldridge. Grizzly forward. Not Gasol, so it's got to be Randolph. Michigan State legend, Zach Randolph. And a Hawks center.
Ooh.
Is that going to be Al Horford? Nope, unless I'm spelling it wrong.
Hawks.
It is Al Horford.
It was?
Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Timberwolves forward in 2010, 2012, 11, 12.
Kevin
Clippers 2011, 2012. Is that Blake?
Blake Griffin.
And then Lakers center 2011, 2012. Bynum? No.
You already guessed the White.
I already guessed Dwight and Gasol.
The fuck?
Bynum? It is Bynum. All NBA second team.
Couldn't have helped my ass.
All NBA second team, Andrew Bynum?
What the fuck was your year?
11, 12, 13 Celtic guard. Rondo. Nick has to be Melo. All right.
What year was this?
2011, 2012. Second team All NBA.
It's 19 and 12.
All NBA.
Fuck.
Wow. Okay. Now we're all good to the 2012-13 season. We have a Spur center that's not Tim Duncan. Or no, it is Tim Duncan. Why I said that?
I was going to say, I don't know.
I thought I already typed his name in, that's why. 12-13, third team Rocket guard.
James.
Rookie, or not rookie. James Harden, his
first year of the Rockets, yeah.
Is that Paul, 2013, 12-13, third team Pacers? Is that Paul George?
It's got to be Paul George.
Or could it be
Danny Granger.
Warriors, 12-13, third team forward.
Oh.
Draymond? No.
Would that be
Jameson?
Antoine Jameson?
Yeah. Is it David Lee? Wow. David Lee. All NBA third team, 2012-13. 14-15 Bulls center. First team All NBA. Joakim Noah was a first team All NBA. That's crazy. First team Warriors guard 13-14 season.
Kyrie.
Stephon Curry. Blazer 13-14. It's gonna be Lillard, right? Yeah. Suns 13-14 third team.
That's not D-Book.
He wasn't there yet, right? I'll run it.
Was it Booker? I was drafted in 15.
Booker's never made an All-NBA team. I typed his name in, nothing came up.
Remember earlier episodes and said he's overrated?
Well, his NBA teams might be. Oh, he's never made an All-NBA team in the 2010s. So maybe it was in like 21, 22.
Still, dog shit.
Suns guard, though. 13-14 All-NBA
What?
teamer. Steve wasn't there anymore.
No.
Is it Goran Dragic? Goran Dragic.
Yep, I forgot about those years.
Bobcats center.
Well, they let him cook.
This is Bobcats.
Al
Center.
Jefferson?
Al Jefferson. Good pull. 14-15 first team Pelican.
14 fit. Is that
Anthony,
AD?
Anthony Davis. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that would be like his third year in the league. So yeah.
14-15 King, second teamer, center. Oh. Boogie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forget about him sometimes too.
DeMarcus Cousins.
14-15 third team Cavalier, point guard.
Kyrie Irving.
Warriors. It's going to be Clay. We already ran Curry.
Yep.
And Clippers, third team center.
DeAndre.
Jordan. This is going way easier than I thought it would be. 15-16 first team Kawhi Leonard.
He's just a fun guy.
Raptors, point guard.
Kyle Lowry.
And then the Pistons center. Andre Drummond getting some love.
Woo-hoo!
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell
Celtics guard at 16-17.
Isaiah
Second
Thomas.
team, little Isaiah. Bucks, is that going to be Antetokounmpo? Yep. Jazz center.
Is that Rudy?
Gobert. Yeah. Third team, 16-17 Raptor.
DeMar.
DeRozan.
DeMar has say DeMar, I like it.
John Wall. Bull. Let's go, Jimmy. Jimmy Buckets. We got 6 left. We're going to fly through this. There's nothing. I guess it makes sense. 17-18
This is our era.
17-18 second team Sixer. Center.
Joel.
Embiid. I don't know why I was thinking that. Like, that was an option. Pacers guard 2017-2018 third team.
What year?
2017-2018.
Guard. Oh, Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo. Hoosier. Timberwolves center 2017-2018.
Cat.
Towns. And then 2018-2019 first team Nuggets.
Fat ass.
And then Hornets 2018-2019 third team guard.
Kimb.
2018-2019?
Yeah. That was like his last year in the Hornets, and he was really good.
Kemba Walker, perfect grid. Average score is 93%. I guess not as hard as I thought it would be.
We're better than average.
We got perfect. Oh, we need to do better on the other one, the BDGE one next time. It's a hard one, though. Touchdowns this season. A lot of those names I wouldn't even thought of. All right. Poeltl. Last thing we got on the schedule.
LeBron James.
Let me Windows Shift R. Start. And 3, 2, 1. LeBron James. Okay, he's in the West. He's not in our division. He's a forward hybrid, so he's a forward / center, I think.
Okay.
6'9", under 39, over 23.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for people to be same age as LeBron.
Give me a big wing in the West.
Big wing in the West. That doesn't work. He's in the same division as GOAT.
Give me, what about Peyton Watson?
Sure,
No.
that works.
I mean, we'll see. Peyton Watson.
They like to give us shitters.
He's not in that division either, so. But he's close in age, 22, 23. So all we got left.
A younger guy.
So what's that division we got? Not the Denver division or the Clippers. So we got Thunder.
Let's think of teams in the West. Wait.
Thunder, Pelicans, Spurs, Mavericks.
Zion? Oh, Zion 6'6". Never mind.
Could it be J-Dub? He's not a center hybrid, though. It's forward / center. Spur. No, he's not. Dumbass. He's 6'9", 100%. That's flat out right.
Were you thinking Victor? He's
Look,
fucking
honestly,
7. He's
could be-
7'5".
You could consider him a forward. He fucking pulled up from the logo.
7'5".
He pulled up. He brings the ball up from the logo. Fact. His number's over 23 too. Getting shitter vibes. Give me a player on the Thunder.
No, he wouldn't be considered a center, but Brandon Ingram's kind of taller.
I think guys who is it like Trey Murphy? I don't hate
Run
Trey
Trey
Murphy.
Murphy. I like that a lot, actually.
I think he's more not really. Nobody's a Pelican.
Oh, okay.
Huge Pelican. He's actually a pretty good guess because he's 6'8", 6'9" Pelican who is a forward / center. He's 23 years old and he's a high number, over the 25.
Does a bench player give us again?
They might have.
What I would do for a known player.
Forward / center of Pels. They just cap out Zion's age. That's not fucking. Or it's not. Are they capped by his height? It's not 6'6" all day. Is it vasectomy? No.
He's a center, and he's also plays for the Wizards.
He's also 30 years old. He's not the Wizard. 23-year-old. He's young. Who's new to the Pelicans? Young guy. Silhouette time.
Silhouette time.
I don't know if that's gonna help us much.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who
Who
that
the
is.
fuck is that?
I don't know.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who is she?
He's got a beard.
A lot of people do.
He looks skinny. Pelicans players. I'm blanking.
Trey Murphy.
We got Zion, Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, CJ, DeJounte.
Oh, I forgot about DeJounte. It's not him, but I forgot he was there.
Who's the starting center for them? Steven Adams?
He plays for the Rockets.
Who the fuck's the starting center for the Pelicans?
Might be old Zion.
Could be Zion.
It might have to be, yeah.
Is this like... I'm trying to make a face to the silhouette. I got nothing. Fucking... Noah Vonleh? He's not 23.
Noah Vonleh.
Kind of looks like Noah Vonleh. Low-key. Pelican, dude. I got nothing. We got everything we need.
We got everything we need. We got all the tools. Just can't put a face together.
I got nothing. He's a shit. He's shit. His number's high. He's dog shit. Who'd they just draft?
I think they gave their pick to us. They deferred it. Because it was the last.
Oh, yeah.
It was the last pick of Anthony Davis trade.
Fuck.
Which, thank you. Gave us Dalton Connect.
We had our first loss. Second loss, I think.
I mean, we had a first loss.
I'm going to start running Pelicans
Ryan
players.
fucking Rollins. Like, come on, dude.
Running Pelicans players. I'm running Noah Vonleh. I got to see.
Is he in the NBA still?
No.
Why the fuck would you run him then?
He's not popping up. That's why I can't run him. Maybe I'm going to hit J. Let me look at some names here.
There you go.
Nothing. How about K? I just don't know the fucking ins and outs of the Pelicans roster, personally. Or I could pull this out. Who the fuck is that? Who is that?
Oh, I don't know, Jim.
Looks like a scruffy beard. Like it's not a full beard.
Wait, hang on.
It looks like a fucking shitty beard.
That kind of reminds me of Alan Crabb. But I know it's not him.
Oh god, I was 40 years old. Is he white?
No. With that beard? No
Look at his hair.
What? I don't know.
Could be a white guy. Fuck. I have honestly no idea. Just make some guesses.
Sure, fuck it. Take our loss.
Zach Collins.
Zach Collins.
He's white.
Known babyface.
Is John Collins on there?
He's on the Jazz, brother.
It's not John.
Or Jason Collins?
It was the first thing I saw. Collins.
Fuck it, Kerry Collins.
Zion.
Yeah, let's just make sure it's not the obvious. It's not him because Zion doesn't have a beard. Actually, he has a beard.
He's also number 1 though. Is it Carter? We got a Carter. We got a Johnson I can throw out here. Keyshawn Johnson. Nope.
Let's just guess some,
Smith. We got a Smith. Terquavion Smith. No, oh my god, I thought I had it for a second. It was not. I didn't know he was on the team. Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Did he play for the Thunder?
I think he was a Thunder player, yeah.
Like,
Dude, I clicked it, and it was our last guess, and it popped up. I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way.
Terquavion Smith.
He's a guard in the Sixers. All right, L. Well, that'll do it. Episode 18.
In the books.
Stay tuned.
Lakers in 4.
Lakers are having a hell of a season so far. Let's keep it up, boys. Let's keep it up.
You need to keep it up because the Bengals make me want to drive my car through a ditch.
On the other hand, my Falcons are fucking hopefully making the playoffs this year. I'd love to see it. We went to the Super Bowl in my Madden sim. And I simmed the season. The Falcons made the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, could happen. But that'll do it for episode 18. Like, subscribe. I'm trying to post more TikToks. You gotta get more TikToks.
Yeah, I've seen some hate on the TikToks too.
The TikToks are ass.
I looked at it. There's some hurtful shit. Like, really?
What?
It was like anybody can make a podcast.
Which one was this?
It was the My Picks one.
Oh my god!
But like, I guess anybody can make a podcast nowadays.
Like, okay,
The L Picks, I give a shit. Honestly, I care less about comments because I clicked on your profiles. You're 50 followers, looking ass.
hey, picks. We're just picking the winners of the games. Who we think should win. If there's an upset, I'm sorry, we didn't pick the upset. Like, I try. You know, I'm looking at upsets here.
And also, you know, when we prove you wrong, we come to this fucking powerhouse. Fuck you.
I know. We're gonna be fucking building this empire. Go click on the fucking link tree.
Yeah.
All of our links.
He worked hard on it.
I worked fucking hard on it. And the empire's coming. We're trying to honestly the BDGE model. Let's just replicate it. Fuck yeah!
I would love to do a collab with you guys.
Collab BDGE. I'm a Falcons fan, Nick. Some fucking magic.
I'm a fan of your guys' content.
All right.